Good evening. What was that? And welcome to another episode of Hold Please.
I see it.
What I said.
It's good to see everybody.
Nice to see you
How
too.
you doing, Savannah?
Yes, Ray. It's good
How
to see
are you
you
doing
too.
today?
Well, I was tired. I have cooked for the whole week.
Mm.
You've been meal prepped. Okay.
Yeah, not just Roberts. I cooked for the whole week. So, yeah, I'm tired.
Ashley,
Yeah, I'm good. Listen, it's been a good Sunday.
do you meal prep?
Uh yeah, for my lunch tomorrow. That's as far as we got.
As far as we go.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
far as we go.
We prepared for tomorrow. That's all I can tell
I work from home, so
you.
I do not meal prep. I don't even think about because I don't like leftovers. And that's interesting because I don't know many people who do like leftovers.
I
Siobhan,
think that's people
That's what
got
I'm trying
no
to
people that got brand new. That's
say.
all it is. People that got brand new. They ain't got little sadiddy with it.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They
So,
ain't got a little sadiddy with it,
so
right?
do
I'm
you
sorry.
equate meal prep with leftovers?
yeah.
Why? You didn't eat them. You just cooked it.
Well, most of the time, if I'm eating on it, like today I had a taste for cabbage last weekend, but the store ran out. So today we had cabbage. I'll probably go back to them like one other time.
That's still leftovers.
Right.
I just don't, and I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
I cooked cabbage today too.
Oh, we cooked greens last week together too.
Yeah, I cooked cabbage.
You
I
probably
mean,
have beans next Saturday, Sunday. Ugh, definitely not something I'm gonna have.
I'm gonna have what next Sunday?
I said you probably have beans next Sunday.
Nah, I doubt that. Jesus,
That's what you
I
cook.
have
I
been.
cooked salmon
No.
and
I
it
cooked
was
salmon
great
last
too. It
night.
was really good. Like to the point where I'm like, I don't know, I'm gonna go back to a store and get some more. But
Mm.
I ain't. But I want to. It was really good. It was seasoned really well. Oh, it was good. Of it, it was, and it was on a cedar plank,
Okay.
and I put it in the oven. It was already. It turned out really good. So
Okay.
Now, did you season it?
no, it was pre-season, but
Oh, preseason.
What pre-seasoning did you have?
oh, it was like a spice. Food Line sells it, and it was already packaged, and it had been marinating.
Because we got one from
It was
Walmart.
on sale last week.
Yeah, we got one from Walmart that was, and I've been liking because I've been getting it every week, and it's pre-season. I don't even remember what the season is.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, look at the pack, but it was really. It
I
was
was
peps.
looking too.
It had just enough spice, but it was a really good sweet taste too. It was really good,
Yeah, I cooked ours in the air fryer this time. Last time
and
I like pan seared them, but I just want
yeah,
last night, so I put it in the air fryer.
yeah,
Yep,
it was really good.
yep, mine was too. Did you have salmon yesterday or this weekend, right? You don't eat
You
salmon, do
know,
you?
I can't stand salmon. So,
I love it, and I love it. Ugh,
and again, that's another thing. I'm probably the only
love
person
it.
in this world that don't like salmon. It's just ridiculous.
I doubt you don't.
Yeah, and honestly, I really want a really good piece of catfish, but it's hard to find, and I ain't frying it myself, so
That
Mm.
part.
we'll see.
That part.
So let's do some catching up.
Okay, ketchup. We don't ketchup.
Okay.
What book reminded you of yourself that you read in 2025?
Ooh.
Savannah?
Let
Savannah?
me look.
Actually, it's a book that I'm reading now.
Mm.
It is called doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Hold, please.
Mm.
No, that's not the one. That's In the Company of My Sisters. by Angie Daniels.
Oh, I watch. I read her sometimes.
Say that again?
I've read her before.
Oh, okay. So this one is about four friends that went to Jamaica, and
Hmm.
one of them is actually a plus size, and she was speaking about like past relationships and stuff that she went through and how, I mean, quote unquote, men used used her. And I kind of relate with her with that. When you're with the self not self-sabotage, but I'm not gonna say I have low self-esteem. I'm not gonna say I've never had low self-esteem, because I have. Um, so with her low self-esteem, and then now this is the part that makes me identify with her all the more. She meets this guy that she's like, he actually likes me. You know what I'm saying? How can a guy like him like me? And that was the same thing I said when I met my husband. You are too good to be true. You are too good to be true. It's just, but
Hmm.
so, and that was the same when I was talking to you, I think about, right? When I was like, she's messing with the pastor. And I was like, what made her think God gave her somebody else's husband?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's her. So yeah,
Oh.
I identify with her, the way she grew up, rather, and her issues with being plus size.
Mhm. Ashley, you got anybody or anything?
I'm trying to decide between two books. I don't know. Um, I think I'm gonna go with Dawn Staley's Uncommon Favor.
Hmm.
Um, I think because she really talks about the challenges that she has faced as a coach, as a player, but then as a coach, having been a player, a basketball player, myself, um, and doing things that she has done some things in her career that hasn't been done before, and did it in a place that may not have been necessarily the most friendliest place, right? And so I think uncommon favor, one that is uncommon favor is attainable. Being a basketball lover is good to see a woman coach do what she has done. Um, and to be, I guess, so confident in her faith, really, to be honest, confident in her faith, and her just recollecting a lot of the things that her mom had taught her. I think that it resonates with me a little bit more. So that's what I would say.
So, what rate did either one of you all give the books that kind of resonated with you all?
Oh, I gave it a 5.
Hmm.
Uncommon Favor was great because it was authentic. Like, it was authentic. It was her. It was her realness. Is you know talks about her journey. So I don't know, Shavonda.
I have not completed the book that I'm reading yet, so I haven't rated it yet. But right now, it's on the lines. It's really on the lines between maybe a 3.5 and a 4 at this moment. So, I mean,
So, do you think? And honestly, I'll be honest with you. I have read nothing but either romance or murder mysteries, and I ain't got no romance going on, and I ain't killing nobody. So
Well,
nobody,
thank God for that. That she ain't killing nobody. We thank
ain't,
goodness, really God for that.
ain't nobody resonating with me
In all the books you read.
in none of the books that I read, and I
not
was
even the Curvy Girl series. None of those.
because she was a player.
I didn't say that when I said the Curvy Girl series.
No, at this point, no, no,
I disagree.
really. For me,
Hmm.
you think it has to be the first one because you know the
Yeah,
second one. I
the
don't know.
first one. Yes, the first one.
So let me go back to her. What's her name?
What's her name? Are you trying
Yeah,
to think
Oh,
of
I
it?
she's
got.
asking me what's her name. Oh.
I got to pull up the girl's name. So you think Bridget or is it Aaliyah? I don't know.
Hopefully,
Aaliyah. You know what? Let's go back to that. Okay, let's discuss that book. So yeah, after reading, she was catfished a lot. So yeah, it did. That does ring a bell to me. 'Cause I'm telling you, when this online dating thing
that
and get
or what I was gearing to the online dating and not meeting anyone that you really connect with.
yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. I tell you that. But I'm not. Uh, yeah, she is one that resonates with me. So yeah, I would go with plus size. What's it called? Curvy girl summer,
Yes, Clover Girl something.
and hopefully, which I don't go to nobody's bar, but hopefully one day I meet somebody my big old age, uh, you know.
Okay.
So
Would you rate it?
I think I rated that as I gave it a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave it a 4.
So Shavana for the challenge that there is a book that a character will relate to you in some way. And you
Yeah,
gave it a 4. That's a pretty high rating still.
yes, it is. Um, so with that being said, what TV shows have we watched in the last week or so since we talked?
Oh, so I actually got one. So I decided that I was going to go back and watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. And
Oh,
that's reality TV. I guess that's like my vice reality TV,
it is.
but it was the first 4 episodes because I was behind, of course. I had to catch up. I watched all 4 and I was like, this is gonna be an interesting season. Um, the dynamic, I just throwing some stuff out there, for those of you who don't watch it, I'm about to give you a little bit of a spoiler. Maybe it'll intrigue you to watch, maybe it won't. It's okay. Either way. Um, Homeboy said one of the sons on there basically said his stepfather he didn't feel like was a true father figure. He felt like his stepfather was like his homeboy, but his
Oh,
brother he felt like was more of a father figure, and he basically said he felt different, like he was being treated different from his stepbrother,
oh.
which is his stepfather's actual biological son.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the wife felt the same way. And I just thought that was a very like interesting dynamic and like boom, like how do you take that? Like you thinking you doing, dad of the year and maybe not so much.
How old are they now?
I think his biological son maybe 16 or 17. And then I think the stepson, he's probably like in his early 20s, 23, 24 maybe. I don't know exactly. This is a guesstimation on that.
Okay.
Definitely the older one is out on his own, working a job, that type of thing. So he definitely lives on his own. But he was just saying growing up, like, boom, you asked me to do stuff, but your son in there playing video games just like I was, but you be asking him to do X, Y, and Z. So right, he just felt like differences were made. And
Mhm.
I thought that was some interesting dynamics. And he had to kind of come face to face with that reality. They had a sit down conversation, not once, but twice about this conversation. The stepfather actually had a conversation 3 times because he had it with him, well, 4 times. The wife actually had the conversation. Then he ended up having it with the stepson. Then he ended up having it with his brother and his sister in law and his wife. And
Mm.
then they went back, and the brother and him and the stepson had a conversation. So I think that was an interesting dynamic in reality TV world. Like he got hit with the reality of you ain't the father of the year kind of thing.
Mhm.
It wasn't like a rude conversation. It was definitely probably a conversation that families should have more of, honestly. But that's what I've been watching. I was intrigued. I mean, there was other drama, but I think that that would be the highlight of the show. Love and Marriage, Huntsville.
Mm-hmm. Shavana?
Well,
Mm. Not well.
I all week long have been watching 24/7 as when the TV's on, but we've been watching the 24/7 Mission Impossible channel.
Oh,
Jeez. Okay. I mean,
It's on now
wow.
all day from the time he enters the home. That's where it's at. He might start out on news or maybe one of the sports, but after that, it goes there.
Wow.
Now I'm not complaining because I don't want to watch nobody's baseball. I don't. So I'd rather watch that, but I probably know the words to all of them by now. Because they start from the beginning and go all the way to this last one, 24/7, over and over and over and over and over. I'm gonna go see, can I find a 24/7 channel on that TV or something I want to watch?
Oh,
I ain't gonna be able to watch it, but hey,
that's interesting.
very interesting.
Mission Impossible. What is that year frame? 1970s?
Oh gosh.
Is that the
Well, I don't think it's that old, right? But okay. She went there. Let's see. Mission 1996.
oh 1996? It ain't that old.
No, it's not that old. So from 1996 to 2025.
It's been in existence?
It's different ones, yes.
Oh, these are movies?
Yes, movies, movies.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they was like shows, TV
Oh,
shows.
no, no. Mission Impossible movies with Tom Cruise.
Oh, okay, okay.
hmm I
You
believe
see how much I know.
I
Uh,
believe it's
well, I since the last time we talked,
mm-hmm.
decided that I was going to get on Far Country. So
Oh,
okay.
okay. What you think so far? Where you at? Where you at?
wait, what I decided was I'm gonna do Far Country. I'm gonna get off this midsummer
hmm
uh
Murders.
murders, and I'm gonna do something different. One day I was sitting at my desk and I said to myself, it would be nice if I could see Midsummer's on my cell phone. And lo and behold, the app has a cell phone app. So no, I did not start Fire Country. I have even put down my books and I am on Midsummer Murders season 11, episode 6.
So what you're saying is you just gonna finish this out, and everything else is taking a back seat.
And
I want to know how you're gonna do this as football season is approaching. I
That's
really
true.
want to know
you're
because
gonna
football season is approaching fast.
you're gonna listen to her while she's at work.
Yeah. I need to stop because I'm in the middle of a book. Um, a very good book. It's called Dawn by uh the lady that does Capri,
Jaquel J.
Jaquel. I couldn't say her name. So I'm actually in the middle of that book, and I'm hoping to get it finished uh soon. So, because I think by my Goodreads, I am 21 books ahead of schedule.
Ah,
So
hush up, hush up, hush
I
up.
think I might be wrong.
Yeah,
So
you're probably right.
I
I'm
don't
32 books behind.
I don't want to fall behind. And I feel I don't know. You know how it goes.
It's a
So yeah,
press on. Read 32 books to get back on track.
ooh, we
Oh,
can
well,
do.
I've been stuck at 3, and it's like every time I think I'm getting close to get down to 2, I don't think I meet the cutoff. I got to figure that out. But I'm gonna finish. I'm 3 books behind, but it's okay. We gonna get there.
So I got a question for you, ladies, and it may be a little bit of a controversial question.
Okay.
So in the book that I am listening to right now, um, the young lady doesn't want kids, right? She's 20 something years old and she's looking to maybe get her tubes tied or something to that effect. And this author has wrote this. I listened to her another one of her books before, and she has wrote another book. A young lady didn't want kids. So, and these are young girls, young ladies in their 20s, early 20s. So the controversial thing about it is both of them end up getting pregnant. Um, and one end up getting putting her child up for an adoption. I'm still reading this current book, so I don't know what's gonna happen with this one. Uh, but do you? I'm not gonna say think it's fair, but because it's obviously their choice. But how do you think finding out at age 23, 24, you want your tubes tied? Like, I mean, it is their choice. That's their body. And the one girl, she was like, you could take it out, which I said that too, but you could take that out, take it out, and no doctors would give her the tubulation or anything like that because they said, hey, you're too young. So, and I remember years ago, a friend of mine had babies and they were still in their 20s. They was like, I'm done. And they could not get their tubes tied or burnt or whatever you want to call it until their husband signed off on it. So knowing that, like I said, this is a little controversial. How do y'all feel about that? Like me personally, I guess because I've always wanted kids, um, I was kind of hurt because I'm like, dude, this is the second woman that I know that is able to have kids and could care less. And I'm like, I know there's women out there like that. I don't know. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and you might not have got. Has she given a reason why she don't want kids?
She said she just never wanted kids.
Okay, because I do know is like I read a book too. One, she didn't want kids because she didn't want um like the mental illness to go to her kids that's in her family.
Uh
So
huh.
she didn't want that. Then I read one that she didn't want to be like her parents, so she didn't want to have kids. So I mean, it's
Hmm.
different, reason why, in their mind people don't want kids. Some people are just selfish and don't want to have kids because it takes away from them partying or going when they want to go or doing what they want to do. And some people just don't want kids that way. And like you said, it is a choice. Um, yeah. I don't know
And
if it's controversy, but
it is controversial, and it's their choice. And I don't believe that a man or woman should have any say so over my body. But still, parts of me is kind of like, dude, that still hurts.
now
Actually,
with the husband thing, yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's a state by state situation, but I do know that I know the state of North Carolina don't like to do type of thing because they say they might get married and want to have a child from their husbands, or like you said, the ones that's already the husband signed off on it, but he shouldn't want no more kids either if she to a point where she don't want no more and going to sign off on it. But I get
Right.
what you're saying.
That is in the state of this was years ago, and this was the state of Kentucky.
Gotcha.
Um, I personally, I it is up to a woman to want to have kids or not. Um, I think it's much like people who want to get married and those that don't ever want to be married. Um, I think it's always a little heartfelt when somebody wants kids and can't have them or haven't had them, and somebody who has a bunch of kids and not necessarily just um, aborts them, but gives them up.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think that there's an avenue for those that want them, such as adoption, such as um, I lost my train of thought. Where they're with you temporarily. I'm just
Foster care.
yeah, foster care, um, and such as also filling in surrogate places where there are motherless children. Um, so I think it's um, I think in other words, I think there's ways for a blessing to still happen for those that want it, regardless of those that don't, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how they handle that and maneuver that. I think that there's opportunity, is what I will say. Um, Even if you didn't naturally birth a child, the love of a mother can still take place. I think to that point, what Shavana was saying, like the reasons why people don't want children. I know I happen to know some women who don't want children. Some of them don't want to bring children into the type of world that we live in. Um, they just, or they live in such a fear of what may happen to their children, because of the environment or what have you. And then I know others that are just like, no, I enjoy life. And the funny thing is, I actually have people who may not, women that I know that may not want kids, but are willing to be step parents. And
Oh,
so, and so I'm like, well, they just didn't want to birth them, or they didn't necessarily, maybe potentially, right? You may be in a situation where you don't have the child. The child is not in the home every single day.
right.
But they're willing to accept the responsibility of taking on a stepchild, which inadvertently means that you're still acting as a mother, right? At some point or another, that never takes the place of the child's biological mother, but then if a child is motherless, then you still are acting in that role technically. Um, but yeah, I think the reasons why a person doesn't want children can vary woman to woman. And also I think again your upbringing probably dictates a lot of that. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. I think it is a woman's choice. As far as a man dictating what happens with your body, I don't think so. But I think that if you are married, I think those are some discussions that you got to have, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just thinking like probably a little more extreme, but in an emergency situation, then absolutely I want him to be able to make a decision. Like,
Mm-hmm.
right? If it's me and the child, like you gotta make a decision. But to just tell me, well, I think first and foremost, that conversation has to be had up front about what you and your spouse want.
Mm-hmm.
Before and actually, before we become spouses, like we gotta have this conversation and understand what the understanding is. That's just my take on it though. Hopefully that offers some perspective.
Okay. Uh, let's go back to a subject that Sharana brought up. Uh, online dating, right?
Mhm.
So, when do we discuss if, let's just say, you are not catfish, you do meet a guy, and I'm saying guy because we are women, and I know you married, Sharana, but you meet a guy that you're willing to try to go the distance with, right? So when do you discuss, hey, Hands down, I don't want no kids. Is that in the beginning? What are y'all thinking?
I think in the beginning, especially if you're looking for a long-term relationship while you're on these dating sites, and if you're looking for a relationship, I think that needs to be in the. I feel it should be in the beginning
Hmm.
because why take your time dating and doing this, and that when you know you don't want kids and he wants 6 kids?
Hmm. Hmm. Ash.
Um, I guess I say in the beginning, but I would say somewhere between 3 to 6 months. I think it depends on where you are in that dating scene with that individual and how serious you are at that point.
Hmm.
Because I ain't having a conversation with somebody that I ain't thinking twice about. You know, but I also think you got to have a right time kind of conversation. But I also don't think that you want to Shavonna's point, waste your time, right? Especially if that is a point of contention for you. If that's something that is really important for you as an individual, male or female, then yeah, you got to kind of have that. I don't think first date type situation, like you don't know the person well enough. So I feel like within 3 months, if y'all have been hanging out dating, at some point these conversations, I would hope, have come up, and then that is a conversation. So I say 3 to 6 months because I just feel like your first couple of dates, like some people get right to it, and if you're that type of person, great. But I ain't having all those conversations unless, like, I guess it depends on the flow of conversation and the nature of the gentleman that I'm talking to. Um, yeah. But that's just my take though, right? So my opinion of that, yeah. So 3 to 6 months
Wait,
time period.
I've been on.
Like I don't want you to waste my time, and if that's really important to me, right? Those are some
Hmm.
critical things that we gotta really know where we're at,
Mhm.
and I don't want to. If that's not something I'm willing to compromise on, then this might not need to go any further because I don't want to grow emotions and feelings or have you do the same, just for this to still be a point of contention.
Hmm. So, funny story, true story. I was in North Carolina and I'm on the dating apps and I give my phone to someone to swipe left or right, and she swiped right or whatever to say, "Hey, let's meet them." And this gentleman instantly calls me, uh, uh, and I we end up talking, and that gentleman said, "Do you have any kids?" I said, "No, I do not." And at this big old age, and this is me, at this big old age of where I'm at, I don't think I want to even participate in kids. I like to take them and babysit them and kick them out when it's time to go now. He turned and said, "Oh, I think you got one or two left in you." What? Obviously, I'm still single. So that relationship didn't go nowhere. But this was, this conversation happened in North Carolina. Uh, in North Carolina while I was at your house, Ashley. So at your house too, Shavana. So yeah, these people out here, this online dating is serious. This crazy. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Because I've talked to different people, I met one guy and he said, "Woo, I ain't got no kids, but you got kids?" And I said, "No." He said, "Congratulations." I was like, dude,
He was excited about that.
was excited. I was like, dude, really? I was like, all right. Nothing panned out with that either.
Some men don't like to date women with kids because, again, they feel like it takes away from some. You know what I'm saying? And some of them out here looking to have their first child with somebody that don't have a child.
That's true.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, I would prefer this. I would prefer someone who doesn't have children. Doesn't mean I wouldn't date somebody that does. That's just a preference. I would like to experience that first child with someone the first time, like that has never experienced it as well. And we kind of learn it together. But that doesn't mean it's a deal breaker for me. It's just a preference, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
There's just some life experiences, you know. I mean, as a female, I would prefer, and don't get me wrong, a lot of people have children. Like, I love kids, so it's not an issue of that. It's just a preference. But I don't think it's like a end all be all. You gotta not have kids. Nah, it's not that for me, but I would prefer somebody who doesn't. I mean, just saying.
Yeah, America.
I would, but that ain't a deal breaker. If you got kids, I'll let me know. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No, I'm not on here trying to find a husband, but I'm messing around.
I was that way. I didn't want to date a man that didn't have. I didn't want to date a man that had kids until until I was told I couldn't have kids because I always wanted to have kids. So, but I wouldn't either because I didn't want to deal with the baby mama drama.
Mm.
So,
Well, and so now the opposite happened.
yeah.
And how do you feel about that now, having lived it though, from what you prefer?
Well, after I was told I couldn't have kids, then I changed, my perspective. And then, of course, well, I ain't gonna say of course because don't everybody know, but um, my husband had a son, and I fell madly in love with that child and claimed him as my own, and he's still my own. So,
Yeah. Perspectives can change. I mean, heck,
mhm.
yeah. And you had some other kids. They lied to you, Sharon. No, just the doctors got it wrong, or if they did have it right, I mean, God's blessings. Shoot,
I was trying to say.
I mean, I'm messing around, but
That's a podcast at the dog story.
oh
Oh,
Lord, oh Lord, okay, okay,
So we gotta get our podcast at the dog going.
yeah.
yeah.
So let's lighten the mood a little bit because we did do a little conversation controversial. Do you all have any good old plans for Halloween, costume wise?
I do not.
No, I don't.
I don't.
I
Well,
hadn't even thought about it twice. So no, not on the agenda.
And I will be on a cruise, so I guess I might need to think of something.
You do need to think about it because I'm sure on that cruise they're gonna do something.
Yeah, they
they
are.
might.
I've been on a Halloween cruise before, and I just wore this shirt that said, "This shirt is my Halloween costume."
That's, I mean, hey, that was original. I feel like,
I might need to start thinking about that because it was Halloween, but nobody was dressed like scary, and it was some cute couple dressings it was really cute to see all the people that dressed up and what they chose to dress up. I think the one that I liked the most, it was a bunch of friends traveling together, and they were all minions.
That
oh,
was
that was cute. That's cute. Okay, Ray, I know you done thought about it or been thinking about it. So what's up? What you got?
well. Last year I was a Reese Cup,
Mm-hmm.
and my brother. It was so funny. The little girl, because we give out candy. The little
Mm-hmm.
girl came up to the steps and she said, "Oh, you a Reese's?" I said, "Yeah." And she said, she looked at my brother and she said, "Why ain't you a Kit Kat?" And I hollered.
And he probably was like, "Why do you care?" It's like, what?
He looked at me and everything, and I hollered, and I can't help it. I I get. Here's the thing. I am. I and y'all, the Christian ladies, everybody, don't beat me up. But I'm a lover of Halloween, right? I dress up just about every year, right? And I like to see the kids. I love to see the kids. I love to see them come and trick or treat. And when I was working in Burlington downtown, that would be my favorite time. I would give out candy to the downtown Burlington kids, give out candy at my house. I would cook cookies for the kids that I knew that was coming by um for trick or treating. So I'm a lover. But the problem is I think I done been everything that I could be. Like I was a candy bar. I was a angry bird. I mean, I've been a lot of things. I don't know what I'm gonna do this
No,
year.
I was a she devil. What was you in that one?
Been a nun. I've been Elvis.
So you saying you losing your creativity? Is that what you're saying?
I'm losing it.
So I feel like we could come up with something though,
Yeah, I feel like we can too. I
right? Like you ain't tapped in like you could tap in. Like
right. I think because she goes and buys those costumes that maybe now she should do the use what you got at home and make you one.
Oh Lord, that's we talking to someone who's not creative.
Mhm.
you're creative, you just ain't tapped in.
Right.
Mm. When I was younger, I was a hobo.
I did
Really?
the lady thing. I did the
So I mean, what's your favorite cartoon?
Used to be Scooby Doo.
So why can't you do Scooby Doo? Like you've never done that. Like I don't
You could
understand.
do Velma. You could do the whole cast, each.
Right.
There you go. What's that one?
You got like, yeah, like I don't
Well,
understand.
you got
Scooby
five.
Doo.
That's 5 years worth.
I feel like Scooby Doo for the win. I just felt like that was great.
Right.
Like we could just run with it. Like I don't understand.
Have it on my handy dandy notebook.
Well, you can do Blue's Clues since you're doing that.
Handy dandy notebook, right?
Right. Look at that. We done found two that you can do.
You like Mr. Potato Head? She could do him.
Right. She loved Mr. Potato Head. Be Mrs. Potato
Right.
Head. Simple.
Love
Boom.
football. Be a football player.
Right.
Jersey.
Put some paint under your eyes and get a helmet. You
Get a
good.
head. See?
Or you can be a football itself. I mean, what's stopping you?
Yes.
I feel like we done gave her five, Shimona. I mean, like what?
We don't give about 7 years worth.
You
Because you can't be all of,
in 1 year,
in one
yeah.
year.
Like what?
So,
I mean,
hey, and just like, yeah,
I
use a
mean, honestly, you
that's a
stuck on
skinny
this
bar.
show. What you stuck on this show? What's stopping you from being one of
Right,
those characters? I
right.
mean, we might not know what it is, but
Detective
somebody
Barnaby. You
will.
can be Detective Barnaby.
Yeah,
Right.
he
Heck,
dresses up
you like what's your
everything.
guy?
Yeah, I was
We
thinking the
just talked
same
about the other
thing,
day.
actually.
Um
Country Wayne.
oh yeah, she like Country
Yeah,
Wayne.
all Country Wayne, she could be.
No, what's the show? You like all of the we were talking about it the other day.
A show?
It's yeah, it's a he's an investigator, basically.
Sherlock Holmes.
It's Sherlock Holmes. I don't understand. Throw on the code. Be Inspector Gadget if you
Right.
want. I mean
Right. Get the you
Carmen San
already got
Diego. Like
glasses. Get the little put two hats on, one in the
right.
head, then
Heck.
got this loose hat.
You can be what's our guy? Alfie from back in the day. I'm sure they got those out there. Alfie is a costume.
Okay.
You talking about the
Heck,
Alf?
Alf, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. She could be.
That's what I was talking about. Alf. Sorry. Misquoted, guys. Forgive me. But
Oh,
yeah,
I just want to make sure we're talking about the same one.
yeah. That's what I was talking about. Shmo.
Mhm.
Hey,
Yeah.
y'all did real good.
I mean, hey, we done solved the problem. Look at this. This is what we do.
Let's throw out some Christmas themes for my Christmas party.
Um,
It's a whole lot
no,
now.
right? We ain't getting paid for this. No, I'm just
Right.
saying. Run
You
me
got
my check.
look. You can have a Scooby Doo Christmas. There you go.
Right.
You can
Right.
have, you
We
can
could
have
do
a
a
murder.
mystery.
We can have a murder mystery Christmas.
Yeah, you could.
Yep.
Where there's clues.
Yeah.
Who stole the Christmas gift?
It could be
I
a
don't know.
scavenger
I
hunt.
just made up something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
scavenger hunt. There you go.
Scavenger hunt.
Like what would we dress up as?
And
For
see,
what?
now you got to go into Christmas characters, in my opinion.
They could do a Christmas Carol.
Could we do like a red sweater Christmas?
I mean,
Everybody wears red or something. That's what I mean. You don't necessarily have to be character.
oh, like you, okay, because I was like, are we doing costume?
Like the
Like,
last,
Well, y'all did the
last
ugly sweater costume. I mean, ugly sweaters.
yeah.
What about dressing up? Pretty Christmas dresses or dress Christmas, dressy shirts or
a formal Christmas.
yeah,
Mm.
or semi-formal,
Look, Ashley
or
said,
or a
that means
Sunday best Christmas. I mean, it don't have to be formal. It can be
I mean, hey, you could just dress up as your favorite Christmas character. I mean, I don't know.
yeah. Oh, she can do her favorite character theme. They can have a Grinch Christmas.
That's true. That has happened. I went to one of those. That was actually pretty cool. The theme was Grinch, and you just had to wear something Grinch related. Um,
what I had on last year.
I mean, you could do Black Santa,
Yeah.
Mrs. and Mrs. Claus,
Do the Nutcracker.
Nutcracker, yeah, hip hop version. Look at me. I still want to go. By the way,
Carol.
you can do Christmas karaoke and do the caroling as Shalonda saying.
Mhm.
Christmas karaoke. We like some Christmas music now.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Fair
Well,
bad.
Run me my check.
Right.
oh,
Run our check. Run us our check.
Sorry, Shalonda. My bad.
Let's
Run
post
us
our
our check.
cash apps.
uh,
Run us
uh,
our check. We done gave you too much now. No, I'm just
we get $1 a piece because that's what's on Cash App.
playing.
Dollar man
uh,
holla.
So
snow. You can do snowman. The snowman. Look at me.
Yeah, she can have a frosty Christmas.
Frosty. Yeah.
Rudolph. Look,
Rudolph.
I
I mean,
I think that's
have a
what.
Misfits Christmas.
Who?
Misfit.
Oh, cool.
You never saw them?
she don't know what she don't remember what it.
You don't remember the Misfit?
Yeah, I do. I was
Oh,
just trying to think of my outfit. It's always about me, right?
um, yeah. Hip hop Christmas. I don't know. You can do a lot.
Mhm.
Well, guys, been enjoying catching up with you all. I hope you all enjoyed the conversation. Ashley, you have any final thoughts?
No, other than I enjoyed the conversation. To be honest, it was a really good conversation tonight.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Shana, do you have any final thoughts?
Very good conversation, especially with you running us checks. I like that part.
I don't remember that conversation, but
Run us our checks. No, we gonna send you. We'll send you invoice. It's all right.
Yes.
We know where you live.
Yes. Definitely send you invoices. We do.
okay. All right, well, everyone, I hope y'all enjoyed us uh, talking. This will be another episode of
Oh, please.
I Said.
What I said.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.